Hey, I'm Scott Clancy, leader, coach. I think the world needs better leaders and coaches. I want to learn how to be both. Today, I want to talk about secrecy, security clearances, those things that we keep from people, those information or data that we keep from people, things that are behind closed doors. There's three elements to this that I want to unpack: discretion, privacy, and transparency, and the interplay between them. Discretion. Let's talk specifically about like in an advancement or promotion scenario. Discretion. Merit list or comparative results of a committee, of a group of people who are going to decide on a position for advancement. What's being said in that actual room, how those people are comparing different individuals, their performance and potential, the actual discussions, the things that people say. As a matter of discretion, you would not share those specific things. Discretion, at its root, is choice. You're choosing to keep those discussions private. Privacy, private information, personal information about individuals, that which is shared in confidence. The interaction between those two things, you as an individual sitting in that room making those decisions would not share information that's provided in confidence, would not share private information because that would be inappropriate. Privacy. Transparency. As you're walking into those rooms, everyone should know and understand the criteria upon which the decisions for advancement, promotion, or performance evaluation are made. Clear standards. Clear standards of behavior, not just leadership, performance, or potential, but standards of behavior. And then finally, everybody should understand the process by which you're getting to those decisions, the people that are going to be in the room, and the final authority upon which those decisions are made, and the framework around that decision. How is that discussion going to take place? Comparison. From a discretion point of view, that doesn't mean that you're going to be party to the actual conversation and who said what in the room. But beware, that which is undisclosed, that which is not said, not in terms of privacy, not in terms of discretion, but from a transparency point of view, those things, those standards, those behaviors that are not disclosed become the elements of distrust. And that's a two-way distrust. I can't trust you with this information, or you would game the system, or you'd have an unfair advantage. And on the bottom end of that rung, I don't trust how these decisions are being made or who's making them. All of this must be supported by a frank conversation between leadership, your supervisors, and the individuals who have that potential for advancement. But not a comparison. This isn't coming out of a decision for advancement where someone didn't get chosen and saying, well, you didn't compare to this individual. Jane has these things, but you don't. No, because I can take every element of that standard and say, we spoke about this on your last performance evaluation. These three areas were areas that you needed to work on. Two of them were actual competencies that you needed to demonstrate, and you did not. I told you that. We went into that room. That became the foundation of why you did not advance, why you weren't given that promotion. I can take everything that had to do, because people are going to be aware of who advances. The comparison is back to that standard. That is transparency. So discretion, privacy, and transparency, how they play off, and how secrecy is different and can be a toxic thing, whereas discretion and privacy are positive things. I'm Scott Clancy. If you like what you hear, go to www.scottclancy.ca. Let's link up, you and me. We can build better leaders and coaches.